Welcome one and all, I'm Decoy. Today we're going to be talking about stealing ships, more specifically the ones that have landed on planets. Because if you didn't know, yes, you can steal them. And it's pretty freaking cool. However, it can be kind of weird at times. So if you do want to steal one of these ships down on the ground, the first thing you're going to need to find is a landing site. And it gets kind of weird starting at this, because a lot of the times while exploring a planet, I will hear a ship flying over and I can see them land off in the distance, but they're landing so far out that my scanner doesn't even pick up that there's a landing site out there. So that is something to keep an eye out or an ear out for. If there's a ship flying overhead, try to figure out where they're landing. It'll make your life way easier. Now, of course, once you get over towards the landing site, I did run into issues where sometimes the ships would take off before I could get to them. And I think a lot of what had to do with that was the firefight and bullets going through people's heads that kind of spooked them and scared them off. I don't understand why. But yeah, that's a thing. So anyways, so this time I did a stealth approach. I snuck in. I was able to steal it no problem. And then I had another instance shortly after this one where I snuck up close to the ship. Then I had a firefight. And for whatever reason, that one didn't take off. So maybe before stealing one, make sure you save the game before attempting to take it, just to be on the safe side. Another thing of note, on this ship that I stole, once I got on board, it took off. That's why we hit a little loading screen in there. It took off, went into space with me inside of it. It was kind of cool, except for it wasn't, because now I'm stuck in space on the ship that I really don't want to fly. But once you kill everybody, you're going to have to go somewhere and swap back to your main ship if it takes off on you. The big issue with that is that there's contraband on board, so you got to be able to deal with that issue. Me personally, I just flew down to my outpost, dropped off my contraband there, and then I went and swapped ships back at a station. Mostly because I kind of suck and I haven't built a good landing pad yet, but that's going to happen today. So there you have it. There's a way for you to steal ships and kind of get to live the pirate's life, even if you don't want to be a pirate. You can totally steal ships off the ground, so keep an eye out for that. That's about going to wrap this one up. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please remember to like, sub, and share. Later.